Hello guys, my name is Teacher Raisa and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, I've already talked to you guys about the 10 advantages of being an online English teacher. But today I'm going to tell you guys about the 10 disadvantages, because you know, we can't just say that everything is perfect and then you suddenly start teaching and you're like, she never said that. But I will give you guys the 10 disadvantages that I actually think. But still, I recommend it for everyone. I really love it. And if you're interested, even after watching the 10 disadvantages, I have 2 referral links down here for you to take a look. And I really do recommend it, okay? So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. And let's see the 10 disadvantages. The first one is that you tend to be a little isolated because you're in your house all day and you're teaching to a computer. So yes, you tend to be a little isolated from the rest of the world. The second one, and this is like a big issue for me because I always have some Tylenol here with me, and I should be wearing glasses, but I still haven't bought mine, is the headaches. Because once you're teaching for many hours, looking at the TV screen, concentrating and paying attention to the kids, you tend to have bad headaches, and I've had bad migraines over teaching for so many hours. Number 3, and this is also super important, without a proper chair, you will have bad backaches. I used to just like sit on a wooden chair from the kitchen, and it was horrible. So I got a good chair, and I intend on getting those gamer chairs. Those are really cool. So it'll help me have a good posture and not develop any back problems while I develop this career. The number 5 is that you should be very careful when you make your own schedule, or you can burn out. This is super important because that sort of happened to me. So I was really excited, so I started working from Sunday to Sunday, like 10 hours, and I did that for most of this year. And the problem is that I reached a certain point where I had mental exhaustion and my grade came a little down, but that's because I was so tired from teaching so much. So be careful and try to make a good schedule where you can rest your head, enjoy your time with your friends, enjoy your time with your family, and still be able to work many hours. That's what I do anyway. Now, this is a huge disadvantage because depending on the country where you're from, it can be over 12 hours difference. So for example, me, I'm in Montreal, so I have 12 hours difference from me to China. So that means that if they want lessons at 4:30 in the afternoon, it's 4:30 in the morning for me. I like it because I don't have to leave my house and I get paid good for it. So it's a disadvantage that I had to get used to, but it's worth it. At least I think so. Another big thing is that according to your contract, you're an independent contractor, so you will have no health benefits. At least none of the schools that I've heard of have it. You'll have no health benefits, no insurance, nothing. You'll just receive your money at the end of the month, and that's it. Now, this is something that you have to be aware of, and you have to be flexible, and you have to know how to do this properly. Because depending on your students, depending on the hours you work, you're gonna be making like a lot of silly noises all day, like, oh, what is this? Ooh, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ooh. Things like that. Or you're gonna be all day saying, good job, wow, you're so smart. You're gonna be saying those things all day because Asians tend to be very shy. But if you have a roommate or if you have a neighbor with thin walls, that can be a little problematic because you're gonna be bothering them a little bit. So you just have to sort of walk your way around it. How I did is that I upped the sensitivity of my microphone at an early morning, and I tried to speak like closer to the microphone so that it's not bad for my lessons and it doesn't bother my neighbors. That's what I do. Another thing, and this is something that takes getting used to, is that giving the same lesson time and time again, every single day, depending on the schedule you pick out, can be very, very boring, and it comes to the burning out part a little bit, especially when you don't have colleagues to talk about it. Now, you have Facebook groups that helps you to know what everybody's going through, to share experiences, but it's a little different than having the actual physical person that you can talk to. So that can be a big disadvantage because you can feel a little lonely, a little isolated. Now, this is the biggest one, and actually one of the companies that I work for has workshops on this because it's very important. It's the cultural shock. Now, the cultural shock, that is very important for you to be aware of, because what we consider rude, the Chinese might not consider. And what they consider rude, we might not consider. And you have to keep in mind that the companies, they work in China, they work in Taiwan, they work in Hong Kong. So most of their employees are not fluent in English. So they just throw it on Google Translator and send you emails some of the time. And that might cause some confusion. It might come off some emails as arrogant. Some emails might upset you a little bit, but you just have to sort of let it go, because you just have to understand that they're on the other side of the world and they are not fluent in English the same way that we are not fluent in Chinese. So that can be one big disadvantage, because some people are not so open-minded to different cultures. So you just have to keep an eye out for that. It's also a very great learning opportunity. Now guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. I really loved it. These are 10 disadvantages. I must confess that it was a little hard for me to find the disadvantages because I love the career, but I want to be real with you guys. I want to always speak the truth. So if you see these disadvantages and you think you can deal with them, click the referral link down here. 2 companies, they take non-natives as long as you're really, really good in English. And try it. Try the interview. It can change your life. It can make you feel good. It can help you be closer to your family. So have a wonderful day, guys. Good luck on your interview. Write here on the comments how your interview was.